Hey there flippers, and welcome back to Second Life Treasures. So on today's video we are heading back out to the charity shops, and the last couple of weeks obviously we have been just doing sort of an intro, just like with the boot fairs, and then I've just been sort of flashing up sort of text as we're sort of going through the video. But the comments that I've been having back have sort of asked me to sort of bring back the full talking throughout the video. So I am going to sort of do that again in this video. So at the moment we are in the Hospice of Hope, I think the name is. I always forget the name of this charity shop. And at the moment I'm just having a look at the DVDs and the Blu-rays. And you'll see there I picked up a Wii game. There's a couple of Blu-rays here as well that I am actually picking up for myself. These are sort of Blu-rays that I've wanted to pick up, and yeah, couldn't believe I think I picked each of them up for £1 each, and yeah, so just had to sort of pick them up at that price. So we've got Star Wars, I think we've got Creed 2, and there was one other there as well. I can't remember what that one was. And then yeah, we also got Grease on the Wii, but that once again is for my video game collection. So yeah, then we find this. So it's a sealed version of the Hunger Games books. So they've got it marked up at sort of £2.99, and I am going to sort of have a look at this on my phone. And it's selling for sort of fairly good money. You might be able to see my phone screen, but if not, I will reveal at the end of the video sort of what that is selling for. So yeah, just what I tend to do is I tend to sort of scroll through on my phone. I'll take a picture of sort of what I'm picking up. I'll sort of scroll through the active listings. And then I'll also sort of scroll through the sold listings. Reason that I do that is if you just look at the sold listings, you may find that sort of like say for example you'll go into the sold listings, it will say that it's selling for £30. You think, brilliant, I'll pick that up for sort of £2.99 and I'll be able to sell it for £30. But if you don't actually check the active listings, what you'll tend to find or happen is that you might have seen it sold you might have seen one sold for sort of £30, but now the price has dropped slightly on it and it might only sell for £15-20. So it is always, if you are out at the charity shops, it is always worthwhile to check both the sold and the active listings. Once again, if you are going to be doing buy it nows, obviously filter by buy it now as well. But yeah, we did sort of just speed through that bit because there wasn't sort of anything really going on. But now we are back at the men's jumpers. So obviously following on from last week, we are going to start looking for I'm going to sort of start diversifying sort of what we're looking for. So I've started looking for sort of jumpers, both sort of men's and women's. I am sort of ideally looking for jumpers that are 100% wool, cashmere, cotton blends, sort of anything like that. I'm also sort of looking for sort of designer brands as well now. The first time I sort of looked, I was looking at jumpers and that. There you go, you'll see there I've just picked up one, and I do have a look, and this one is actually 100% lamb's wool. So I just want to sort of double check that on my phone to see sort of what that sort of thing sells for. But yeah, as I was saying, sort of in last week's charity shop video, when I was out, one of the shops that I actually looked in had I believe it was a women's Tommy Hilfiger jumper. And I didn't pick it up at the time, but I really wish I'd had. I think they had it priced up at something like £8. So I was just a bit unsure, didn't have sort of too much cash on me at the time, so I was a bit unsure of sort of taking the leap with it. But yeah, I think now I probably would have done. We probably would have ended up being able to sell that for about 20 to 25. But yeah, it's one of those things. I think at the moment I'm still a bit cautious on sort of some of the things that I pick up, just because sort of I don't know what they're selling for, and sort of a lot of the time I try to sort of mitigate the risk at the moment. So next up we are in the Peggy Wood Foundation. So this is one sort of, this is on the sort of weekly route. We always come in here. All of the charity shops that you see throughout all of my videos, I do go into them every single week. Basically, but if I don't find anything in there, or if it is just literally a flying visit where I sort of literally walk around, don't really find anything and come out, then I don't sort of include the footage in the videos, just because it would get rather boring. So we're just having a look at the DVDs, and looking around at the books we see a Harry Potter hardback. So I always, with all the Harry Potter books that I see, I do always open them just to sort of see what they are. And this one is a first edition. We've got another one. This is a paperback, a later version of the Deathly Hallows in paperback. It's not a first edition of that. And I think I've got some of this version of Harry Potter book in hardback. I haven't got any in paperback, so I do actually leave that one behind. I think at the time when I was actually in the charity shop, I couldn't quite remember if I had any paperbacks or I didn't. That's why you'll see me sort of picking it up and putting it back down. And yeah, so I decided to leave that, but I do pick up the hardback edition of Harry Potter. The Half-Blood Prince, that one was. And then just having a look around at the puzzles and the games, and then all of a sudden I do get a couple of things that sort of catch my eye. Any second now. There we go. So we've got the original Mastermind. Now this was a game that I remember playing sort of when I was younger, and I got to the point where I actually could quite easily complete it. Essentially what you do is you have a board. I think there's something like 15 rows. Then you have a bit at the top, and someone will basically set out four coloured pegs in a different order, and you've basically got 15 tries to guess the order. Yeah, it's not overly complicated, it's not massively advanced, but sort of for the 70s and the 80s it was what was on offer. So yeah, they have actually got two versions of this. They're both different years. I can't remember the years off the top of my head, but yeah, I do actually pick them both up. It's quite funny because sort of the later version, so I think it's the version from sort of like the 80s, they've got priced up at £1.50, and then the earlier version I think they've got priced up at 50p. So yeah, bit of disparity in the pricing there, but nevertheless I can sort of I can make profit on both of them. But as I say, we will go through sort of all the costings and the profit at the end of the video. So next up we are heading into the I never remember, it's one of my favourite charity shops. I can never remember the name of it. Helping Hand for Maidstone or something like that. I'm really sorry, I can't remember. So yeah, straight off the bat, sort of I walk in and I see this pair of Nikes, and they just don't look right to me. Obviously the font on the sort of the back of the shoe was nothing like what Nikes are normally, but I've got a feeling sort of after the fact that that is sort of a design that they did bring out at one point. But yeah, just wasn't sort of overly sure, and they do tend to sort of price their shoes up in here. So unless I'm really sure that they're sort of genuine, I sort of won't take the chance on them. But yeah, just having a look through the puzzles. And I am sort of going, taking a sort of a bit more of a step with puzzles as well now. And this one sort of jumps out at me. So this is a is it Ravensburger puzzle ball. Now I did actually just after the first part of this video, when we were at sort of the Hospice of Hope, which I think was the first charity shop we went into. When I visit that one, you've got Bernardo's a couple of doors up. I do actually end up picking up another one of these at Bernardo's, but I didn't actually realise that the footage, I didn't actually capture it at all on any of the footage, so I did cut that bit out. But you will see in the pickups at the end of the video a Ravensburger puzzle ball with penguins on. And obviously I filmed the pickups part of the video before I actually started editing, so I didn't actually know that the footage wasn't there for that. So yeah, I do pick up the one that we see there, and there's a couple more puzzles up the top here which I've only recently realised. So I don't know whether they've moved stuff about or if they've always been there and I've just missed them every single time we've gone in. But I do actually have a look up there, and there is one puzzle that then does jump out at me, and I think I'm just scanning the barcode on it now using the eBay app. Let's see if I pull it down. So I don't think the barcode actually scanned when I sort of tried to scan it. I think there was actually a sticker over the end of the barcode, so it didn't sort of didn't scan properly. Yeah, you'll see there the price sticker is actually over the end of the barcode, but I can just see the last sort of 2 digits of the barcode through the sticker, and so I do manage to pick it up. And as you see there, sort of I looked at the active listings first. There's one on there. And then I also looked at the sold listings, but there was no sold listings there. But it's a 2,000 piece puzzle, and I am not looking forward to counting that. Now, I haven't counted it at the moment, but I am going to have to sit down soon and get that counted. I've got quite a few puzzles actually that I've picked up sort of recently that do need to be sort of counted before they can be listed. That is one of them. And then I've had a couple from the charity shops as well recently. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get cracking on that. Next up, we are in the Demelza outlet. So I've had a look sort of through the clothes and the shoes at the beginning, and there was nothing really there. So at this point, I'm sort of up the back of the store. I'm in the sort of the kids sort of DVD and book section. And one thing I do notice about sort of Demelza outlet at the moment is they do have an absolute stacks of Harry Potter books. So I'm just having a look through, and I do see a hardback edition of Deathly Hallows. So I spent so long never seeing a Deathly Hallows book, and then recently I've just been getting an influx of them. But it is a first edition. I do end up picking them up because the first edition hardbacks now, I am actually listing them sort of on their own. I'm not sort of holding out to sort of get a collection of them, just because they do sell for sort of a good amount. So the Deathly Hallows, for example, sells for about £15. So yeah, we can sort of get good profit on that, even if we do pay up slightly. Obviously, Demelza do tend to sort of price their bits up quite a bit. So, for example, sort of this one, we paid £3.50 for, and yeah, it's very sort of a lot of, especially places like Demelza's another good one, where their prices can be sort of all over the shop. I think when I was in there, for me it was last week, so for actual recording it'll be next week's charity shop video. They had a load of Harry Potter books, and they had 2 versions of, I think it was the Half-Blood Prince first edition hardback, One was priced at £10, the other was priced at £2. They were both exactly the same, pretty much near enough exactly the same condition. But yeah, the prices, there's just sort of a big disparity. I think it's just whoever's sort of pricing it up on the day. I don't mean they've got any sort of set guidelines. But from what I have seen, and I've actually seen it in Demelza, what they will do is, I think they base a lot of their prices on sort of eBay prices. Because I remember, it's quite a while ago now, I was actually in this Demelza outlet, and there was a couple of Hot Wheel toys, and they didn't have a price on them, but when I took them up to the till, they were then like, well, give us £5 each, and there was 3 of them, so it would have been £15, and they were like, I was like, no, actually I'll leave it at that price. Oh, but they are selling for sort of £45 on eBay, and I'm like, so you've just gone through and you've just priced them up on eBay to give me a price. So yeah, that is one thing I do find with charity shops, and obviously Demelza is one of the ones as well that have their own eBay page, so anything worth any sort of value they will just throw up on their eBay page, and that's I think that's one of the reasons why, well, that is one of the reasons why you never really see any games consoles when we're doing the charity shop hunts, because they're literally all automatically put up onto their eBay sites. And if I'm honest, I can't begrudge them doing that. They're trying to make money, and if they've got the option to sort of make more money on eBay than sort of selling to me in the shop, then why not? But I'm going to wrap it up there, and then we'll head back and have a look at what we picked up. Okay, so we are back from the charity shops, and what an absolutely brilliant day we've had today. Probably one of the better sort of trips probably one of the best, trips to the charity shops that I've had in quite a while. So yeah, what we'll do is we will get straight into it, and we'll start having a look at what we managed to pick up. So first off, we have got a racing green lamb wool jumper. So it's an extra large men's. We paid £4.95 for this. And looking online, I'm seeing sold comps for sort of, not this particular sort of brand, but obviously just lamb wool jumpers in general, of £15. So that would net us a £3.57 profit. So not too bad, not great, but it's still, obviously the sort of jumpers and things like that are just something that I'm starting to get into. So yeah, as long as I'm sort of making profit on them, I'm quite happy at the moment. Then next up, we've got a set of 3 Hunger Games books. So I believe this is all of them, isn't it? Because I think there's 4 films, 3 books, and the last book was split into 2 films. So yeah, obviously all 3 books, brand new in the packaging, not open sort of. So yeah, that makes them sort of a bit better to resell. And we paid £2 for these. And looking online, I'm seeing sold comps of around sort of £17. So that would net us a £7.64 profit. So yeah, not too bad at all on that one. To be quite honest, I did think that as soon as I saw it, I thought it would sell quite easily. So yeah, we'll get that listed and hopefully it sells quite quickly. Then next up, we have got a puzzle. This time it is a puzzle ball. So I've seen these about. I've never actually done one myself. But yeah, I saw it and it looks quite interesting. So yeah, we paid £3 for this. And looking online, I'm seeing sold comps of about £12. So not quite as good as I was hoping on these, but still, it is going to be sort of another item that we can sort of put on the store to just sort of help with the eBay algorithm. So yeah, we pay expected sale price of £12. That would net us a £2.28 profit. And then we go on to the Harry Potter books. So once again, we've got a couple here. They are both first editions. So we've got Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. First edition hardback, we paid £2 for this. It is the one that has the error on page 99. And yeah, looking online, these sell for about £15. So that would net us a £5.90 profit. And then we've also got the Deathly Hallows as well. This is another first edition hardback. We paid £3.50 for this one. Once again, it's got a £15 sale price online, and that would net us a £4.40 profit. So yeah, once again, I'll pick up Harry Potters, especially if they're first editions. And yeah, we're not going to do too badly on these. Then next up, we've got a couple of original Mastermind games. So I remember I had one of these when I was younger. It was something that I think my dad had, and then I ended up pulling it out the loft one time, and I used to play it. I actually got quite good at it in the end. So yeah, we've paid. So there's two different ones here from different years. First one that we've paid, which is this one, we paid £1 for. Sale price for the beaker one is sale price for both of these. Oh, excuse me. Sale price on both of these is £12. So we paid £1 for the one on the left and 50p for the one on the right. So the one on the left would net us a £4.28 profit, and the one on the right would net us a £4.78 profit. So yeah, nothing major, but still, I saw them, and I had seen a couple of the other YouTubers who had picked up these games and actually done quite well at them. So yeah, I thought I'd give it a go. Then next up, we have got a Falcon 2,000 piece jigsaw puzzle. Now, I'll be quite honest, I haven't gone through and checked it yet, so I don't know if all the pieces are there, but I will be checking it before it goes online, just to be doubly sure. So we paid £1.50 for this. Looking online, I'm seeing sold comps of about £20, so that would net us an £8.35 profit. Not too sure actually if that profit's right. That profit might be from the original postage boxes that I used to use, but obviously I have got some new ones now. So yeah, I'm not too sure if that profit's right. It might be closer to £10 on that, but I'm going to go with what's written down. Then next up, we've got another puzzle ball. This time it's a National Geographic's branded one, and it is the Globe. So we paid £1.25 for this, so a lot cheaper than the first one that we picked up. Once again, it's got a £12 sale price on it, and that would net us a £4 and 3p profit. So that is going to be everything from today. So yeah, really chuffed with how it all went today. Some really good pickups actually, and yeah. So let's have a look and see what the totals are. So for purchase price, we spent a total of £19 and 70p. Expected sale price across everything is £130, and that would net us a total profit of £45 and 20p. So yeah, really happy with that. Definitely one of my better charity shots runs in quite a while. But yeah, so that is going to be the end of today's video. But before you head off, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, as it really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And obviously, if you enjoyed the video, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button and ringing the bell to be kept up to date when I upload videos just like this. At the moment, I am still doing two boot fair videos and a charity shop video every week. But from next week, it might be changing, because obviously the Saturday boot fair has now closed, and I am trying a couple of other ones. But there may also be an extra charity shop video every week now as well. So yeah, just keep your eye on the channel, and you'll be able to see sort of what I'm uploading. But yeah, with that said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. All right, bye.